Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit. Yeah, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. We have breaking news tonight. Oh my God, we got a shake up. We got a shake up going on. And let me just say, I am so happy. I am so happy. We got a shake up going on. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Is what we call breaking news. Yes, we do.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negative.
I'm just getting carried away. Okay. Let me just do it this way. Let me just do some applause. That's all. Okay? That's all. Oh! That's all I want to do. That was laughter. Oh, that was laughter. That's all. That's all I'm going to give you. That's all I'm going to give you. Okay, because we got to watch it. Okay, guys, this is just a little over 6 minutes, and I haven't seen the full video yet, so I'm going to watch it with you. It's just going to, I even got my blue cup here today. Okay, now here we go, guys. We got to watch it together. This is my first time watching the whole thing. All right, so here we go.
And breaking news tonight, another big city mayoral race with a whole lot of national attention. The city of Miami appears to have possibly elected its first Democratic mayor in nearly 3 decades. According to the Associated Press, Eileen Higgins is the projected winner of the mayoral runoff election, with 99% of precincts reporting. The Democrat has over 59% of the vote right now, as she spoke to reporters just moments ago.
It's very exciting to be the first woman to serve the city of Miami. It's hard to think of it that way because we always know Miami was founded by a woman. But I hope this just sends a message to any girls or teenagers out there that, of course, you can be a mayor.
And for Republicans, this is their gut check coming on the heels of the New York mayoral race, where voters opted for Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani over the President Trump's backed Andrew Cuomo, and gubernatorial defeats in Virginia, also in New Jersey. And even though Trump is not on the ballot, he continues to dominate the political conversation. Jesse Kirsch joins us now from Miami. Jesse, a lot of firsts here. First woman mayor elected, first Democrat potentially here in like 30 years, first non-Latino since the 90s. How do we get here?
So, Gotti, and to be clear, right, the results are still finalizing, still unofficial on the county website, but it is shaping up to potentially be a pretty substantial win here for Eileen Higgins, close to 60% of the vote going for her, around 40.5% of the vote for the Republican Emilio Gonzalez. To be clear, in 2024, former Vice President Kamala Harris actually narrowly won the city of Miami. So the idea of a Democrat winning the city is not far-fetched, but certainly this is shaping up to be potentially a landslide victory. And I want to read to you what President Trump had posted on social media over the weekend. Speaking of this race, he says, quote, "It is a big and important race with 3 exclamation points." So this was something that was getting the attention of the president of the United States, of multiple national political figures in both parties. So it is being seen as another potential bellwether heading into the midterms next year. And also to remind people, Miami-Dade County was a county that the president lost by about 30 points in 2016. Then he lost by about 7 points in 2020. And then last year, he won by more than 10 points. So this is a community within a state that has been seen as a place that is becoming potentially more and more of a Republican stronghold. So the question is this an outlier? Is this a sign of a reverse of trends? Is this something that doesn't necessarily track parallel to those trend lines, Gotti, but certainly something that Democrats are billing as a big win for them? And we'll be looking to see how the president and other Republicans react.
Yeah. I mean, with Miami's huge Latino population, like there's been so much talk about the Latino vote in particular. As you just said, Miami-Dade went Trump pretty big in 2024. What changed here among the demographics of this city, or like you said, are certain things not exactly tracking in the way that they've tracked historically?
What changed?
Yeah, well, I'll leave it to the superb experts we have on our team to dive into all of the precinct level data once we have all that, to take a look at how things may have played out within the city. Demographically, Miami is very diverse. There's a massive Latino population in this community. That's not new, and that is also a community that I can tell you, having spoken with voters in recent years myself, and as our team has reported before, it's a community that in some respects has been drawn to President Trump and his messaging, and also put off by some of the messaging from Democrats, and also the association, whether right or wrong, with people on the left and with concepts of socialism. You talked about Zoran Mamdani, right? The word socialism is in and of itself something that can really put voters off in this community, because you have a lot of people who, whether themselves or their relatives or their parents, their grandparents, had fled from countries that were being run by governments that were skewing authoritarian and under the auspices of socialism or communism. So that's something that has a lot of people's attention here. Be interesting to see how that factored in here. As you mentioned, this is someone who is not a Latino who has been elected to be mayor of, or has potentially been elected next mayor of Miami, but someone who has spoken Spanish on the campaign trail, made a point of reaching out to people in that way as well. But again, Gotti, it's still very early going here. A lot of information still to be digesting. But this is something that the president of the United States made a point of caring about, making an endorsement in, and saying was an important race, and it did not go his way. So we'll see how he talks about this in the hours and days ahead.
And Jesse, going into these polls, what were people talking about? Was it the economy? Was it immigration? What was it? The candidates?
A range of issues talked about. Both of these candidates were people who have served in government roles previously. Eileen Higgins was a county commissioner. Emilio Gonzalez was a former city manager. So they have government experience. Having listened to some of their comments, I think one of the issues that both looked at, and something that we know is under the microscope for people over the country, is affordability, Gotti. That is one of the issues that was talked about explicitly here. Both talked about being supportive of tech and finance in Miami. Those are industries that have become more prevalent here. So not necessarily the most different candidates. Certainly, you would imagine there would be differences between the two, but it's not like everything they were saying was complete opposites of each other. There were points of agreement as well. So question is, did someone's message resonate more? Did someone's party affiliation resonate more? And those are questions to be asking people moving forward.
Jesse Kirsch, thank you.